guys, Adam here, Blackfyre Productions, and welcome back to another World War Marvel. As you know, this is where we cover all our MCP content, and today we are going to be doing an unboxing of CP63, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. But before we jump into this unboxing, let's give a big shout out to Torchlight Games and Hobbies out of Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Those guys over there are giving us a bunch of support here on the channel, so I gotta give them a big shout out because that's where I go for all my hobby stuff, and they make sure I'm treated well. So thank you very much to the guys over at Torchlight Games and Hobbies. If you haven't yet, check out their web store at the link in the description of the video down below. While you're there, you can also check out our Patreon link as well if you want to give some support to us. It would be greatly appreciated and will help us do what we do here, and which you guys are hopefully enjoying. But without I guess anything else, let's jump into this CP63 unboxing and see what's on the inside. Really excited to throw Scarlet Witch into a couple of different lists. And Quicksilver, it looks like he could be fun too. Brotherhood, here I come. Here we are, CP63, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver. There's the front box art cover with the side and the back there. I love this sculpt, but I'm not going to do the pink leotards and such. I'm going to do probably black and then flesh tones on the upper half. And Quicksilver as well, jumping off of some explosion and some rock as he's going by. So let's dig in. Let's take a look at the sprues and the contents of this box. Going out of there, there's your sprues and your instructions. Read first. Yes. Let's take a look at it. So Scarlet Witch looks to be done in 4 steps. That's not bad. You got the 5 different pieces going into the torso, headdress, and everything else. And so I'm curious how her magic little bit is going to hold up. If it's like Storm, where it's fairly durable but a little wobbly, or if it's actually pretty solid. I'm not sure, but I'm really curious about that. I'm going to be building her basically as soon as I'm done here. I want to get her painted up as quickly as possible, and hopefully sometime in the near future, when these lockdowns let go, I can actually get a battle report in with her. But I'm really excited for her. Quicksilver, again, it says 4 steps, but you know, there's a couple of extra steps there. But arms and legs are all 1 piece, torso is 2 pieces, and then that's your debris that he's jumping off of. So pretty simple build by the looks of it. Going into the sprues here, you got, oh, it's getting caught, and, oh, get out. You got your ever classic sprue here for all your bases. Then you got your Quicksilver sprue, which is the smaller of the 2 sprues. You can see like that with all those pieces and everything else. And then you have your Scarlet Witch sprue there. There you go. Right? So that's pretty straightforward. Looks pretty good. I'm going to be building her up, like I said, and I am looking forward to it. Let's dig into everything else in here. Alright, pulling out the cards and the tokens and everything else. Alright, so we have the tokens first off. So you obviously have your hex. I'm going to say judgment, your poison, your incinerate, your bleed. I can't remember what that one is, or I don't know what that one is, and for the life of me. Terrible, isn't it? But like the chain one, is it rooting? I don't think it's root. I don't know what that is. I just don't know. Yeah, it's just like, it's a complete blank in my head right now, which is terrible. Then obviously these are the scenarios, so these are extraction points, and the researcher up here as well. Like so. Tactics cards wise, we have, can I borrow that? After an attack made by an allied Quicksilver, that damage an enemy character holding an asset token is resolved. Quicksilver may spend 2 power to play this card. Move 1 asset token from the target character to Quicksilver. He picks it up, keyword he picks it up, and is now holding that token. This card does not allow a character to hold more tokens than the crisis specifies. And I say that's important because the wording of he picks it up directly, in my thoughts, correlates to difficult to please. So if an allied Scarlet Witch has a dazed or KO'd, I should say it's a Brotherhood of Mutants, an active card as well, where the other one was unaffiliated and reactive. So if an allied Scarlet Witch has dazed or KO'd an enemy character this round, and an allied Quicksilver has interacted with or picked up an objective token this round, Magneto may play this card. He may remove an activated he may remove an activated token from Magneto. So really, really, really cool. And it's going to be super good with Brotherhood and the Twins, which I definitely will be throwing them out there. Just 11 points for Scarlet Witch and Magneto, then Quicksilver for 14, and then you have the other ones for 19. That's a solid list, I think, between everybody. No More Mutants, unaffiliated reactive card. When an enemy character within range 5 and an allied Scarlet Witch spends 1 or more power to use a active or reactive superpower, Scarlet Witch may spend 3 power to play this card. The enemy superpower has no effect and cannot be used again for the rest of this turn, but the enemy character may still spend, or must still spend, the power cost of the superpower, and is considered to be to have used the superpower. So that's cool. It's sort of like you know, for Evan Maw. Is there anybody else that has something like that? I think it's just him at this point. But yeah, I think that's pretty neat. It's going to be really effective as well for shutting down things like charges and such that you don't want against certain individuals. So I always liked it with him, and I'll like it with her as well. The Whims of Chaos, unaffiliated, active. Scarlet Witch may spend any number of power to play this card. Choose one non-dazed character within range 3 of Scarlet Witch for each power spent to play this card. So either opponent's characters or yours. And then each chosen allied character may remove 1 damage or 1 special condition. And each chosen enemy character gains 1 of the following special conditions: Hex, Root, or Incinerate. Crisis cards wise, we have an Extraction at 16 threat. Set up, place 1 researcher civilian. So again, over here with this, that one there. Onto the central point of map E, and then place 2 evac points, the helicarriers. Targets of opportunity on the other 2 points. And then during the power phase, the researcher may move. If a player is securing the researcher, they may place it within 2 of its current position. Evac point farthest from the player's battlefield edge is their evac point, so you're on your opponent's board side. And then scoring, a player scores 2 victory points if they are securing the researcher during the cleanup phase. Then a player scores 2 VPs if the researcher is within range 1 of the evac point during the cleanup phase. So you can technically score up to 4 points with that crisis event. And I just love the theme. It's sort of like Capture the Flag. But you have to get through your opponents first. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to trying out that crisis card. I think it will be a lot of fun, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to end up trying it out with my X-Force, because I think they're just going to enjoy getting it across the board like that, and it sort of fits out to the operative feel that I have for them, thematic wise. That's in my head. But yeah, so let's look at the character cards next. So let's look at Quicksilver. Yeah, let's look at him first. So we have Quicksilver. He is 5 stamina, long movement. Why would he be medium? Size 2, 3 threat, 3s across the board for defenses. His first attack is Supersonic Strike, range 3, strength 4, 0 power. After this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. And then on a crit and a block, he has dash. After this attack is resolved, this character may advance short. And on a wild and a hit, velocity. After this attack is resolved, the character may make a Supersonic Strike attack. This attack may not target the original target character. I'm curious about that card. And I don't know if it's intended this way or not, but with velocity, and maybe somebody in the know can tell me, but with velocity, I guess it is a wild effect, but like if you roll your Supersonic again, So you have your supersonic strike, and say in that attack you have a wild and a hit again. Do you get a third one? Because here it is, it says that your rapid fire attack doesn't have the rapid fire attack, where obviously it doesn't say that here. With the velocity, I don't know. Maybe because it's a wild effect, it just wouldn't go off actually a second time. But you get that attack again, so it would make sense. But I'm just slightly confused, maybe, who knows. But yeah, it's physical, range 3 and 4 dice, super good. And the chance of you getting that multiple times would be hard if that is the case. Because you'd be able to get a ton of attacks versus a ton of different people, not necessarily doing a lot of damage, but just sort of spreading it out if that's the case. So I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. And then Cyclonic Vortex, range 3, 6 strength, and cost 2 power to do. And then it's physical. Then after this attack is resolved, the character may advance medium. He has the Speedster superpower. If this character is not holding an objective token, it advances long. This superpower can only be used once per turn, costs 2 power to do so. And then Can't Catch Me is a reactive superpower. Costs 3 to use. When this character is targeted by attack, you may use this superpower. This character advances short. If at the end of the advance this character is outside of the attack's range or the attacker's line of sight, the attack ends. If the attacker's activation of the attack did not target multiple characters, the attacker may make another action. The superpower can be used only once per turn. And then he has innate supersonic reflexes. When this character is defending against physical or energy attacks or making a dodge roll, it may reroll up to 2 of its defense or dodge dice. And then it has wall crawler as well, or he has wall crawler as well. And it does not look like he has any other changes on the back. Double checking that. No other changes on the back. So Scarlet Witch. I think she's really the one that everybody's going to be buying this box for, but there's definitely some plays that you can do with Quicksilver to be where you need to be as well. So Scarlet Witch, 6 stamina, medium movement, size 2, and threat cost of 5. 3/4/4 for defenses. She has her first attack, which is mystical. It's a hex bolt, range 4, 6 strength, 0 power to use. And after this attack is resolved, the character gains power equal to the damage dealt. And then on a failure, Chaos Magic, after this attack is resolved, for each failure in the attack roll, the target character gains one of the following special conditions: Bleed, Hex, Incinerate, or Poison. Oh, that is nasty. Absolutely love it and can't wait to try it out. Cruel Twist, another mystical attack, a range 3, 8 dice, or 8 strength, costs 6 power to use. The defending character does not add critical results in its defense roll and to its total successes, and cannot add additional dice to its defense rolls as a result of critical results. And then Reality Contortion, change one of the defending character's criticals, wilds, or blocks to a blank. Oh my gosh. That is nasty. So you aren't adding your criticals and they're not exploding to generate more criticals, but then also you can change a critical to like a wild or a block to a blank. Just tons of manipulation there, and I wonder why it costs 6. It completely makes sense. Superpowers wise, she has telekinesis. Costs 3 powers to do. Choose an interactive range feature of size 4 or less within range 3 and throw it medium. Can only be used once a turn. Curse is reactive when this character is damaged by an enemy effect. After the effect is resolved, you may use the superpower. The attacking character gains the Judgment special condition. It costs 2 power to use. Innate superpower, Chosen of Chthon. When attacking, defending, or dodging, this character adds failure results in its rolls to its total successes. So even failures then become really good for her, like in everything, which completely makes sense. And then Hex Field, enemy characters performing a shake action while within range 3 of this character may not remove the Hex, Judgment, or Poison special conditions. And then she has Flight. Oh my goodness. Her and Crystal on the same board? You're not shaking anything to get rid of any of those status conditions. Oh, that's so bad. So big change here obviously is nothing that I can see. yeah, I'm not seeing any changes from a quick glance. I thought her stamina dropped by 1, but it's 6 on both sides, so that is fantastic. But yeah, no changes on that side. So that is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver CP63. I'm excited to try really both of them. I think Brotherhood just got a huge boost, which is good because like X-Men just got a huge boost with Cable and Domino as well. And so I think that helps, and for people that want to play thematically and not need to add in too many other characters from other affiliations, this helps them drastically as well, because now they have 6 characters that are in affiliation. And there's others that you could definitely throw in there too that could help out that roster. That would make sense, obviously, like Mr. Sinister being an enemy of the X-Men might go after them, so maybe you could sort of in your head correlate that to them working together, where Mr. Sinister is just trying to achieve his own agenda and manipulating other people to his whims, and then you can use Beast to represent like Dark Beast and stuff like that. So yeah, so they're starting to fill out that Brotherhood roster, which is really nice. There's just so much that's coming out or came out recently that I'm jonesing to play. But with these lockdowns, it just makes it really, really hard. There's so many different affiliations now, and so many good characters. It's like I don't know how I'm going to be able to get them all in and get them on the board to continue to showcase them all. It's like I'll do like a one-off type thing. I don't know. But anyhow, that is today's video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, make sure you check out the description, the Torchlight Games and Hobbies description, or link in the description of the video down below, and check out the web store. You can also make sure to check out our Patreon link down below as well, and any support there would be greatly appreciated. So to our Patreon members, past and present, thank you for that support. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, ignite your hobby.